this game and into the Crocs team as we see them training up here now. Pierre, they're looking sharp, the Crocs.
Yeah, the Crocs are very, very hungry. I mean, they're on the road for a three-peat. I think not many teams have been doing it in AFLG. So definitely the Crocs are hungry. I mean, been there since, as you said, probably 6th Grand Final in a row. Won 3, lost 3, and now they're competing for another 3 in a row. So hopefully it will be a good day, and then we can finally celebrate tonight. Despite the loss from the women team this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately for Berlin, the ladies team did go down to Hamburg earlier today in the ladies' Grand Final. Congratulations once again to Hamburg for getting that win there for their 2nd premiership in 4 years. Congratulations. But yeah, for the Berlin men's, they have been in the Grand Final every year since 2016. As you said, they've won 3, they've lost 3, mostly to Hamburg, I think. They lost those 3, one to Munich as well. But they're here again today for their 7th Grand Final in a row. It's a fantastic effort from a club here in Germany. It's all about the growth of the game here, and as jealous as I am as a Stuttgart man, well done to Berlin to gain that 7 in a row. And as you say, going for the three-peat, which is a crazy thing to think about. That is not an easy thing to do by any stretch of imagination. No matter how good your team is, you have to have that hunger, that energy. And it looks like the Berlin Crocs still have that hunger to get that 3rd flag.
Yeah, definitely. I think also a big part of the reason why we're here is thanks to our coach Ham. He's been the coach for the last three years, and he's definitely put the club to another level. I think before he came, we had 3. We lost 2 against Hamburg, and he definitely put up the extra 5% that were missing to the club to be the leading club of Germany. And part of the result that we have is thanks to him, and we give him a very big credit to that. The club is very thankful to have Ham as the coach for the last 3 years. This year will be his last season, so hopefully we can give him a nice send-off the way he deserves it.
Absolutely. Sounds like he's had a massive impact on your club. As I said, you've been undefeated this season, 10 from 10. Not easy to do, and you beat Rhineland in the semis, 148-48. So just a nice even 100-point win there in the semis to make it here to the Grand Final. And on the field today, to the best of my knowledge, there are 14 Premiership players who have 26 medals between them. That is not a bad number at all. That kind of experience, that's really going to help out today, you think, in this Grand Final?
Well, I think we have so many great players. I mean, number 13, Bolly, leading.
We'll get to him. Yeah.
We'll get to him. Okay. We've got Mark in defense. He's a very, very strong player. I mean, these 2 are Aussies, but we also have very strong international players. Our captain is American, putting up the effort. Is their first day of training. Also, there is Magnus, Finnish guy. I mean, yes, we have a lot of Aussies in Berlin, but we also have very, very strong international. And I think also the fact that our coach is putting such a hard level on us at training help us building up the teams and the international players as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the key, that, just Australians don't make the game, they don't make such a difference really in these kind of competitive games. Just because you're Australian doesn't mean you're going to be kicking ass in the AFLG. Because as you say, the international aspects that you have here in Berlin, in Munich and Hamburg, even in Stuttgart, that is part of it. And that is why this game is so great in this country. And it is growing at the rate that it is. But we did mention Big Bolly. We can't not mention him because he is the league's leader this year in goal kicking. He has kicked the 50 goals in the home and away season. He didn't play in the semis. Was that to keep him right for the Grand Final?
No, he's expecting a very good event, and he didn't want to travel to Stuttgart in case it happens.
No, that's fair enough. I mean, when you had the strength that you did down in Stuttgart for the semis against Rhineland, you blew them off the park. Rhineland are a very strong team, but Berlin just had that extra edge, it seemed, in there. But yeah, Big Bolly, he's been the AFL leading goal kicker 3 times before today, so that was his 4th time being the leading goal kicker. He's only been in the league, I think, for 5 or 6 years, so he hasn't been here forever, but he's been up there in the goals every single year. And currently he has 205 goals, which is the 2nd most in the league's history. So what does that mean to the club when you look up and you see Big Bolly down there in the forward line? What kind of confidence does that give the rest of the team as they're kicking it forward?
I would say he's a laundry machine. You can give him any kind of balls and then he will mark it, and that helps. He's always there, and also he's around 2 meters, and that's also impressive for the defender. against him. So, no, I mean, he's not just a good player, he's also a part of the community. You know, he's been coaching as well as on the side, helping Ham for at least the last 5 years. I mean, he's not just the best player that we have. He's also like a huge community. He plays an important part of the community here in the club.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like, I mean, to have that kind of success, well, it does help when you're winning games, obviously, to kick those bags of goals. But you do have to have the know-how and the big physical presence that Bolly has. I mean, he is lucky that when you guys played Stuttgart, I wasn't there. So, you know, he didn't really have the strongest test he could have had with me in the half-back line, being, you know, 1.70 m. But he seems to have beaten pretty much everyone who's come up against him. So that's going to be a real challenge for Munich here, as we're now only 10 minutes away here from the AFLG Men's 2023 Grand Final. 10 minutes, so yeah, 10 minutes. And we've got, you know, we've got beer, we've got food, we've got some great athletes here today playing this game. As Munich is walking towards their tent, as they're looking to get set up, we're going to listen to the greatest song today.